Okay.
Summer's over there fixing her hair. I said, come on, get your hair together, Barbie, and let's roll. She's like,
I'm like one of
I
the
told you I'm
Bratz.
cranky.
Have you ever seen the Bratz dolls? Instead of Barbies, they're
Yeah,
Bratz.
that's what you look like. Oh, that's you.
That's what we are.
Stop being a
We're
brat.
Bratz.
But, speak for
We're
yourself.
Bratz
All right,
dolls.
so anyway,
They're-
guys, so what I've got to do with this dog, if I'm going to be able to do any kind of little dog and pony shows for you guys involving the retrieve, because I would like to get this thing doing directional retrieves, only because I don't really see that much of that. The caveat is the dog does not have a sit. And Mike and Angie from the beginning wanted me to put a sit on the dog, and I just said, we don't do that. You guys do it yourself at home. So he does have a sit, but the caveat with his sit is it's got a backwardsness to it. So that's what I've got to fix. Because the way I am going to do the trained retrieve is always going to be the dog returning to heel, delivering to hand by returning to heel, because that's my retriever background. You know, and I also understand you have a much better chance of a fast return heel. And yay! If they're facing the way, well, you have a much better chance of them going again. The people that do exercises where the dog brings the thing right in front, there's no second or third thing, you know, to go get, and there is going to be with this dog. So what I'm looking at is just, you know, doing my obedience. I think what I need to do, though, is figure out a way to get him sitting mechanically. Sit. 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 The way and even though he isn't beside me, mechanically I need to fix it. I need to give it a more forward. And that's what you're going to run into if you get your mechanics wrong. That's why we don't teach a sit. And that was one thing that guy in Texas did that I liked, that he was savvy to. You know, if you always make sit a precursor to down, you got yourself a problem. All right, so look. So I'm adding my pager. Sit.
Yay.
Sit.
Yay.
Sit. You can see it's got a backward component to it, though. And I'm going to tell you why. Because they did it before they would throw the ball. So it was kind of a... So my job
Like a
is...
freaking barrel horse.
Sit. Sit. It's working, though. I'm getting him. And I'm going to tell you where I'm going to go from that. And I'm looking at every part of his... Sit. 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 And if you said, when are you doing the pager, I'm actually moving him forward and sitting him with the pager. And I'm going to tell you where I'm going to go with this dog, is if I can get him sitting here, if I can heel, bring that sit to right here. I'm close. I'm close to what I need right there. I'll do. Because I've got that move. Sit. 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 Even that, I let him know, just move your head forward, gets it. All through. So that's kind of, I just started that this morning, but I think it's working. You know, you've got to give stuff a little bit of time. If I abandon this real quick, sit. Sit. It's getting a little more forward motion, but mechanically it's wrong. Mechanically it's wrong. That's why. But you can't fix it mechanically with corrections, so I want you guys to understand that. That's why you can't fix mechanics with corrections. Heel. And I'm going to tell you right now, he is a little bit back, and maybe. Sit. Sit. I'm better off to go here. Sit. Sit. I've got him closer to me though already. Sit. Sit. And it may come to that, you guys. And if it is, it may come to that with you too. You may have to work through that. What may end up happening is I may have to reward the dog for there's a squirrel or something out there, for sitting mechanically. I want you guys to write this down. If it sat mechanically right in the wrong location, at this point in time, I would reward that rather than try to expect everything. I'm saying to myself, the problem is the mechanics of it. Sit. 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 Even though I would never probably, well, other than the trained retrieve, I guess he is kind of facing me. But I'm saying to myself, sit, sit, sit. If I can mechanically manipulate the dog into the sit I want with the pager, and then my only job is to refine it from here, sit. And that's what I'm talking about. Mechanically, the sit is right. The location is wrong. Heel. Sit. Sit. So if I said that's the only thing I'm lacking is about however long that is, then that's where I'm at. And that's what I'm going to work through. Bye, guys.